This video is rated 18, suitable only for persons of 18 and over.
I have you.
Hello YouTube, LJ Draco here. Yes, this is Saturday and I normally record my Appreciating Artists videos on a Friday night and I get ready to upload on the Saturday morning. However, if you guys if you live in the UK and you've heard the weather reports, it was really hot yesterday, one of the hottest days of the year. And I really wasn't in the right place to do videos. I was hot, I was ill, I was tired. Today it's much cooler, nice cold breezes, not as hot, not as ill, much more energy. So yeah, this video, as you can tell, is episode 3 of Appreciating Modern Artists. And today is about my good friend Sacha, as we all know him as Sexy Monkey, or his original YouTube name, which was I Ain't Got Time to Bleed. We all know this man, so just a quick introduction on how we met, like I do with the other artists, which is he stumbled upon one of my videos, asked some questions, and it's kind of weird because we talked about this before, but we started off as frenemies in a way. He questioned the way that I spoke, well, not really like question, but asked why do I pronounce certain words the American way instead of the English way. And you know, back then I was much more outspoken, so I was just kind of like, well, you know, it's the way I speak, you don't like it, you know. I did a video, and then not long after he like apologized and said that he was just curious, he wasn't trying to be offensive. That's no worries. Then a couple months down the line he asked if I'll take that video down, so I did. I think I did, pretty sure I did. Yeah, no, but afterwards we started talking, I got to know him, I got to understand he will always ask certain questions because he does have certain, like, difficulties with understanding. He has got quite a few conditions, which is fine. I mean, the guy is still funny, we get along great now, but there's always going to be some miscommunications along the lines because he takes things in differently to how I would. So there's always going to be, but it's fine. But we met that way, and then later on in the line, we just started talking more and more. We started doing live streams, and then after moving here, just years later, started coming around and meeting up and stuff like that, which is awesome. But as we all know, this guy, he has OCD when it comes to Blu-rays and DVDs and movies, which is he absolutely hates age ratings on UK movies. So I'm pretty sure everyone has, but for anyone who's out there that doesn't live in the UK, who has never seen them, this is what he doesn't like about our sleeves. He doesn't like these age ratings, and it's not just because of these being there, but it's the fact that he hates the fact that there's 2 here, there's 2 on the spine, there's 2 on the back, and then there's like 2 on each, like on the disc, and he hates it. He hates the fact that they're just plastered everywhere. Same as he also hates these digital code banners on the back and on the front and stuff like that. And I know I said that reverse, but who cares? Which I understand. They do look ugly. You know, the age ratings I can kind of get by sometimes, but these big things, yeah, no. Sometimes they do. They get in their way and they ruin artwork. So this man has dedicated the majority of his life since collecting movies to make his own sleeves. And when I first met him, so I'm going to show you 4 examples. I'm going to show you some of his original sleeves and how he progressed to now. So kind of showing you along the way of how he's progressed. Which, by the second sleeve, I actually helped with. Which is awesome. So, I've got here his Batman 89 sleeve that he made. Which he printed on just standard paper. No, you can see through it. But he never knew that you could print an entire sleeve on one sheet of paper. So he always printed on 2 separate sheets of paper. He'd cut them out and then he'd like glue them together and then he'd laminate them so that the image wouldn't get ruined. So this is what he pretty much started off with, which is okay. It's still not bad, but that's how he started making custom sleeves. Then after obviously showing the whole printing on the one sheet, he got this, it's not like card, but it's like thicker paper. And then he started printing like this. Which, as you can see, it's not like a bright sleeve. It's a bit faded, but that's just because it's on like paperish card. But that's a big difference of a print from that to that. So now we move the first one. I'm gonna keep this here. Then he managed to find this newer card, this like photo card, which is rough on one side and smooth on the other. And then he started getting results like this, which it's a much thicker card. And as you can tell by like colours. On here, the orange is slightly fadey, and the black is not like a solid black, it's more like a lightish. Whereas on here, the blacks are more solid, the colour pops out more, and stuff like that. So he's gone from that original sleeve to this, to now this. And now, this is now how this changed. And I think I introduced him to this as well, because when I told him I used to print on this, he then looked into getting these because he was using just photo card. And he said how much he liked the photo card. But then he found these and he started using this. I helped with this as well in some way. But then he's now gone from this photo card to photo paper, which as you can see, it's more glossy. But the colours come out much nicer, more vibrant. They're not too dark and they're not too vibrant, which is what you now see here. But when you see this compared to other sleeves, you think this looks good. And it does look good. But then when you compare it to a more natural looking sleeve, you notice that these are just a bit too much, whereas this is like a nice blend of colors. So yeah, so his progression from laminated 2 sheets of paper to thicker paper to card to photo paper, and it's just the fact that it's like evolution. He's taken it in steps and he's worked his way up to his definitive weight. Now I've still got about 2 or 3 envelopes full of recent sleeves he sent me, because I was putting together a book, and I was going to do a video talking about all his sleeves and showing in depth. However, that video would be a hell of a long video, and I'd have to make it in so many parts. So I may still do that in future. But however, this is just volume 1, and I took these out of some of these. But like this is volume 1, and I literally can't get any more paper in it. See, these silver clasps are supposed to come and peek through here and lock. They won't even make an appearance. This book is so filled, and I mean I have to now get another volume, which instantly the other envelopes are going to like instantly fill. So there's going to be 2 massive volumes of all of his custom sleeves that he's made, and he is sending me some more, which I will probably show a video on them because I'm going to be putting some movies to these sleeves. Now, a lot of these, and this is what I'm going to say, a lot of people are going to ask, hey, why have you made books out of these sleeves instead of using them? Now, this is the thing. Sacha knows me and other people know me. I do like original sleeves for when I buy movies, but there are some times, on the occasional occurrence, which I didn't bring down with me, but I should have, but on occasional occurrence, there are times where I see a custom sleeve for a film that I've bought, and it just looks more nicer than the sleeve that I'm using officially. So I will switch it out. For example, like Baby Driver, I bought the Australian release. Nothing wrong with the sleeve. The sleeve looks nice, but the sleeve that Sacha sent me for Baby Driver looks so much nicer and actually looks a lot better to go with the disc. So I chose that one. But there's also times where I get just single Blu-ray discs because they're cheaper. Or, for example, like me and Alice have this arrangement thing that's going on. So if she buys 4Ks, she'll give me the Blu-ray discs out of those. And if I buy films that happen to come with a 4K disc, I give her the 4K disc because I don't do 4K. So with terms of that, it's these custom sleeves are going to come in handy for loose discs. And then I don't have to like purchase them. If at some point the official releases come along for a cheap enough price, then I'll pick them up with the original sleeves, and then the customs that he's made will go in the book. Or if I still like the custom, I'll just not repurchase the film and keep it how it is. It just depends on how that goes. But I have used quite a few. There's quite a few that I am currently using. But the rest I stick in the book. And the reason I've made a book, that's probably the other question. This video is coming to an end. The other question that people are asking me is, why have you made a book? Because this man's going to throw away these sleeves that he makes. Now, I'm talking about modern artists making custom sleeves from random images online, and then not only just using images online, but then going in and tweaking the text, completely rewriting the blurbs on the back and adding in the correct region codes and special features and time codes. He doesn't just get two images and slap them together like they're nothing. He goes in and he completely fixes the mistakes that companies make, which is an artistic thing to do. He takes time and passion to make these sleeves. Even if they're sleeves for movies he really doesn't want to make them for, he makes them with passion. He doesn't just do a slap job and there you go. He works. And that's why this video is appreciating him. Sorry this video is extremely late. Sacha, it's nothing personal, but I was really, really ill yesterday. I had no time to get a video done. So I hope this is still okay. But yeah, so just go and show the man support. He's a great guy. He's a friendly bloke. Just, yeah, show him support. He's a good guy. And anyway, that is the end of this video. I've got one more of these to do next Saturday. Hope you look out for that. And just take care, you wonderful, wonderful people. And I will see you next time.